Welcome to Gaming with Scott presents Marvel Superheroes. Join us each week as our intrepid heroes follow a path of adventure and attempt to save the world and each other from the dangers of the universe. Starring Martin Davis, Josh Elliott, John Garlic, Josh Jackson, and Rico Suarez, with me, Scott Troiano, running the table as the judge. Epic adventure and titanic struggles await you beyond this music.
Welcome to Gaming with Scott, everybody. We thank you for coming back and let's put this more in your ear hole. I'm here tonight with John.
Hey there.
Marty.
Yes.
Josh 2.
Still here.
And Josh 1.
I will be exonerated.
Yeah. So it appears that the officers have decided to take an interest in one of you, yelling at the other one, "You killed my family when you called the destruction from the sky!"
Way to go. Way to go.
Good one, Marty.
It's like, hey, let me tell you about this crime we committed in the process of this other crime you're investigating. Oh my goodness, imagine that they're taking an interest.
Have you guys noticed every time I see this group and go, okay, I'll help them out.
It doesn't work out very well.
I'm seeing a pattern.
It backfires.
You actually sent Marty into a near apoplectic fit by saying that.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
All right.
So,
What are the cops doing?
They have weapons drawn at this point.
I'm literally, officers, no, don't. You don't want that. You don't.
That could be construed as a threat.
One of the officers looked at you and goes, "Are you threatening me?"
No, I'm trying to de-escalate the situation. You average IQ.
That's assaulting a police.
They all seem to tense, but they all take a step back.
What are you going to do to make amends for the hundreds of people that you murdered?
Can we not talk about this right frickin' now? Seriously.
Great idea.
Seriously.
Well, actually, he does kind of need to make amends for that.
Can we find, like, any other place? Any?
I think this is a fantastic idea. Change of venue.
Exit stage left?
Well, however, out of respect for...
And the officers are like, "Nobody's going anywhere."
Out of respect for the law, we're going to wait here.
Magnetic manipulation. Can I target one gun or all the guns?
You can target all of the guns for a column shift. Each extra gun is a column shift.
And how many are there?
4.
Michaels will be here soon.
What are you guys doing?
I'm going to use molecular conversion to take that powder and condense it back into a gem.
That's kinetic, not conversion. Are you going to change it into something else?
No, I was going to change the air in between it to match that of the gem and pair it up that way.
Kinetic. You're doing it. Shift of state.
Yeah.
You're undisrupting it, basically.
So I'd have to hold it like that for
You'd have to,
gem.
right? You'd have to jam it up and then
Have all the atoms, molecules, or whatever.
Would I be able to do that?
maybe if you had enough time.
I think you should make...
weren't at gunpoint.
I think you should make a badass set of, like, a disco ball or something out of it. That would be awesome.
I could do it in a lab without superpowers.
Okay. So I'm going to... Communication with cybernetics is just talking to them, right?
Correct.
Awkward. So we're just hanging out.
So I'm going to use communication, or to communicate with cybernetics and talk to his nanobots.
Okay. They're online. What are you going to say?
Can you hear me?
You receive a, "Sir, something has attempted to access our nanobot subroutines."
Access denied.
Does he hear that, though?
No. You are cordially being asked to stop by our human operator.
I want to relay messages. Can you hear me?
Sir, communication is asking to be initiated through the nanobot subroutines.
Absolutely not.
What are the cops doing?
They're being twitchy.
Okay.
Please identify. You are a foreign.
Tomahawk.
Jarvis is now translating. Sir, apparently Tomahawk is attempting to communicate with you through the nanobot subroutines.
Quit it.
Oh, so I can't talk out loud, and I can't talk to you in private.
Or we
can't
can
leave.
wait. That would be fantastic.
Oh, there's no waiting. We're going to talk about this right now, or we're going to fight it out. So let's talk about it.
I ain't stopping you.
So we just see like really stern stares back and forth.
Yeah, they stare at each other, and then they bust out into what you just heard.
Yeah.
The conversation. Oh, no, I can't talk to you in private?
He's working his mojo.
How long have you two been married? What is going on?
I really should just stay on my own.
So what do you have to say for all those Morlocks?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes,
I
that's
just
the
learned
problem. You
about
don't
this.
know.
I would prefer to talk about this away from police officers.
Warlock. Oh.
I tried to talk about this
Okay.
out of ear range.
Honestly, I mean, I couldn't arrest you at the time. There was stuff going on, but we really do need to
Yeah. This one lacks patience.
talk about that.
Fine. We'll talk and share feelings.
Feelings of what?
You could arrest him right now.
Citizens.
Yes, in fact. All right.
Initiative.
No!
This is getting you out of this. So I'm going to say, as a matter of fact, I'm going to take you into shield custody.
No.
That's pronounced now.
It's French.
It's got a diphthong.
Hi.
It's now.
Hi.
The over.
The look on his face is awesome.
In relation to the attack on the Nimbus building.
How many Barney Fifes do we have?
Well, he arrested you.
There's one.
Okay.
Any more?
They did this to you too. This is fantastic.
They grow on you, sort of like a fungus. Starts in the crotcheries and emanates.
I'll turn to the officers.
But yes.
Shield personnel will be arriving shortly. I've already called them. Please take us out of this disaster area.
Do you have any ID?
I'm going to reach for it really slowly. Click.
While
There you
they're
go.
looking at him and he's doing that stealth.
Okay.
Okay, so I see him go stealth.
Uh-huh.
Oh no. I'm wrapping the air around him.
Okay.
I need
Target
some popcorn.
location where? Because I'm already moving.
Where you were, just wrapping the air around.
That's an SD.
But yeah, I
that's
showed
an SD call.
What are you using to... What power are you kicking off?
Conversion to convert the
Okay.
air into
Pudding.
You two
matter.
roll initiative.
Okay.
Please tell me you don't hit me. I'm just standing there, little wolf man.
6 plus I don't know what.
You're whatever your agility is. What's your
50?
So you're like a plus 4, I think.
7 was 75.
Plus 5. Because that's mine. It's plus 5.
So then 11.
10.
Okay. You go into stealth, take 2 steps in any direction, and you hit a solid wall of air.
I don't know if
or
he's
something.
in there, but I know that's where he was.
Right.
That's fine. Disruption on the air.
Okay, hold that thought. Then he goes, oh, well, that looks good. Where'd he go? You notice he's gone now, too.
I'm going to stop and look around.
He's very,
Okay.
very sneaky.
You still have Eyes of the Hawk up,
Yes, I do.
He's going to do it in exactly
It's
that manner.
animal mimicry versus his
Hunched
stealth
down.
Hey,
effect.
Correct.
We're
What's your
doing-
stealth?
We're doing this in
75.
front of cops. Just saying.
0-4. Failure. I got dirt in my eye.
You claw- you-
Ow,
Claws in the
guys.
platypus.
Eyelash.
Oh,
Okay.
get it out. Move my, what do they call those things that you put on your face, your eyes?
Contact?
Yeah, move my contact. It slipped down. Can I get it back up?
All right. So anyway, okay. So that All right, I'm going to tell one of the actually I'm going to tell one of the officers. There's another member of our team who we had helping at the initial site of the explosion. His name is Jason, and he's wearing translucent armor. If he's still there, we'd like to bring him back.
Okay.
To us.
I should still be at the building helping people.
He's with us.
Yeah.
Okay. And as you say that, you hear, "Guys, I found the thing, the door, got it!"
Oh, hey, Jason.
He runs up. He's like, "Hey, how you doing?"
We really need to get you a cool name.
He's like, "Oh, okay."
But we'll work on that later.
Jason
All right.
Esquire.
Yeah. And he runs up right into the bubble.
Oh.
What the hell is that? Wow. Okay, that's weird. You're still in the bubble. What are you doing?
Which one of you guys doing this?
Disrupting on the bubble.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what. I don't know if he's in there.
What's your? Do you use conversion?
Uh-huh.
What's your conversion?
100.
What's your
Disruption?
disruption?
75.
Okay, roll it.
76.
76. Okay, you hit it, and you see your bubble shimmers from the inside.
Oh, he's in there.
He's in there.
I'm out now.
And he's attempting to break his way out. Nope, you did 76 points of damage, or 75 points of damage
He has
to a
100.
100-point bubble.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to need to hit it again.
You're coming into custody. You are under arrest. You are coming into custody with me, or I will make you. Please do not make me make you.
Do we really need to do this right here? I'm saying the same thing over and over again. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
I agree. Which is why we really
Time
need to
talk,
not
I
do
time
this right now.
Fire.
90.
Okay, the bubble shatters.
He's out.
All right. I'm. Can I target mind control without?
No, you
line of
can't
sight?
see anything.
No.
That guy didn't do anything to me. I don't-
Update, sir. Analysis complete.
I'm telling it to
You're
the
still
player.
running?
Oh, hell yeah.
I have to get away from these guys. They're trying to arrest me.
Okay.
What are the cops doing?
It is a key. Oh, they're all.
Yeah.
Whoa! What? Hey, what? Huh? What? What do you mean he's out? Where'd he go? Where'd the guy go? It is a key.
Keep it on going.
Okay.
Back to my place.
All right. You're running down the street, and the helicopter cuts in between the buildings and lands like power lands right in front of you. Dr. Wells, please get on board.
Who is it?
Michaels.
Does it look like S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yep.
I'm jumping in that thing.
Well, it's about a half block down from you.
Well, I'm sprinting. I'm getting out
Okay.
of this.
Okay.
All right.
He's like, I jumped very far.
More than happy to, but you're going to promise me amnesty and that I won't be arrested.
We'll talk about that. Just get on the helicopter.
I don't think you understand.
You're the best.
If he-
Okay. Those three are headed up.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, I'm going to
And
give.
Jason's like, hey, I'm coming too.
Sure.
I've never rode in a helicopter.
He has a
before.
shield.
This
He has
is
his
great.
own shield. His shield implant.
I know, isn't it great?
And he's got an elevator pass.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to.
I'm a little. I'm like, how do they see me?
I don't
I'm going to. I'm going to turn to the policeman and say, "We're taking care of this."
All right. Well, we've got enough to do here.
Taking care of business.
I'm just going to keep walking and see what they do.
Okay. You go and start walking. And
He's still invisible, right?
yeah, he's stealthed. There's a difference, but that's okay.
You can't see it? Okay.
I have to spend karma to get to 100 to be invisible.
You hear,
Very close.
Wells, seriously, you can't just walk away. Please, just get in the helicopter.
I'm more than happy to get in the damn helicopter.
Then get in the helicopter.
Then you're going to tell me that I won't be arrested.
Get in the helicopter. We're not going to tell you won't be arrested. We're going to tell you to get in the helicopter.
Can I get in the helicopter now?
The rest of the group comes up and they start getting in the elevator. Or in the elevator. Into the helicopter.
Michaels, can you give us
It's
some
a sky
comm
elevator.
systems so we can talk to each other?
It is.
We might be able to do that.
All right.
Don't make us shoot you with the glue gun.
It's not very nice. They did it to me.
I'll look at you.
I couldn't get out of it. I can't see you, but I just say
I'll look
that.
at you. Because you're the only thing
I didn't accost
that is
you. I'm just getting
reasonable for me to
It worked out okay,
acquiesce in
man.
being arrested by S.H.I.E.L.D. because he will pay for his crimes. Or my way. Your way is the only way that's operable for me.
You guys aren't like...
I'm fine with your way if it doesn't work out. I mean, if he wants, because he'll have gone full villain at that point. So
But
there you go.
I thought I was the hasty one.
you can't be. You're a hero.
Yeah, I can. Be a.
Be a hero just for one day.
I won't kill him, but if he goes full villain, I'll stop him.
Can we just get in the helicopter?
Yeah, I'm getting in the helicopter.
Nice.
Dr. Wells, will you please join us? That's the last time we're going to ask nicely.
Don't be rude. I was about to do it.
Don't be...
Okay, don't be hesitant. Just get in the helicopter.
I'm not going to do it because you told me to, but because I
Fine.
wanted to.
Step into the helicopter.
Thank you. And the door slides closed.
I'm going to get equipment.
I just fly. I fly next to the vehicle.
And they're like, the pilot looks at you and then looks at you again and flies along.
Yeah, I'll just.
I'll tell the pilot. It's like dogs with their head out the window.
Yeah.
It's what we do. We can't help it.
Why
Hey,
ride?
jerk.
Then you know.
I'm sitting right here.
It's like Flash riding in a car.
I remember that. Citizens arrest.
I'll let you put your head out the window next we get in a car. It's all right.
I'll let you give me a head. We'll do that.
Bestiality.
Oh,
And they fly you back to Grissom.
that's like Anderson, isn't it? What is that?
Yeah, north of Kokomo.
Ah, Kokomo.
Here's an Air Force Base.
Yep.
They land. And everybody pile out.
Wait. While we're in transit,
Mm-hmm.
because I know about how long that flight is,
Mm-hmm.
going back to my analysis, what kind of key? Elaborate.
To a specific type of electro lock with a gravimetric and radiological locking system.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
In mid-flight, I would ask, so the loot that we got from our last mission, can we go get that first and bring it back to the Air Force Base?
What?
Actually, no. Let's leave that alone.
And Michael goes, "What loot?"
Oh, this...
Oh, there was a bunch of money and things like that, which were
Money we can pick up later.
Understood.
Caesar 1,
Yes, sir.
I have a question for you before we land.
Please proceed.
You didn't perhaps make a deal with a demon, did you?
There was a conversation that was required for him not to destroy the city.
You know what? I'm not going to ask anymore. I'll take that as a city not destroyed.
I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of demons.
He didn't walk right for 24 hours after that deal.
I'll leave that right there. That's just where we'll leave that right there.
He won't be destroying the city. That was the deal.
Wonderful. Alrighty then. Okay. And they land. They open the doors. You four pile out.
And Jason.
Well, you three and Jason. He lands next to the helicopter, I'm sure. Michaels ushers you into the hangar, the office in the hangar, and says, "Go ahead, everybody have a seat." Oh, Mr. Wells, you can probably drop the stealth now. All right. And Wells reappears. He
That's
a la
cool.
Predators.
That's pretty cool.
What's that cube that Juggernaut had?
Little black thing, yeah.
Not really inclined to share information with somebody who just tried to arrest me.
What do you mean tried? Listen, you're responsible for the deaths of hundreds of people.
No.
Why don't you explain, Tomahawk?
So you want to fight?
I want you to tell him about the Morlocks.
This is like supernatural.
Tell
Dr.
him
Phil.
what
I love
happened
it.
to your people when the laser.
Was that you?
Laser.
No. This is the missing piece of information. First of all, when I went off to engage the facility, I specifically went off by myself. It was my thing. I was dealing with it. You all decided to assist, intervene, tag along, whatever phrase you want to use of your own volition. So let's get that straight.
Please go on.
So I was by myself. I called in support assistance. What I asked for was a bunker buster.
That was a bunker buster.
No, it's a specific... Michaels,
Yes.
tell them what a bunker buster is and what kind of damage it produces.
It's an aerial assault ordnance that is specifically targeted to explode down and in and maximize structural impact and minimize collateral loss of life.
That's what I asked for. What I got was the low orbit ion cannon strike. That is not what I asked for.
I'm given the destruction to the tunnels. I'm skeptical that the bunker buster would have been any better.
Michaels raises his hand and goes, "Excuse me, Dr. Wells? Who did you call for a bunker buster?"
In the middle of an American city.
Why does that matter?
Why do you think it matters?
Just curious.
Well, you already know. Don't ask me questions you already know the answer to.
Food for thought.
It wouldn't have been the military.
Well, obviously not.
And why do you say we already know?
Because of the way you asked the question. And because you all think somehow that I'm responsible for it.
Hey, I wasn't there. I'm listening. I'm just an audience.
I'm dealing strictly with the accusations that have been made. That's all. They think you're responsible.
In any case, I can show you the mathematical models. What I requested wouldn't have done that.
What you got is responsible for opening that portal to my timeline.
Right. But what I'm saying is...
Which is the origin of the copy of... By the by, is the origin of the copy of a guardian angel that attacked the city earlier today.
Yeah, we were going to ask you where he was, and...
It's not him. It's
So you're
It was so him.
well, it is the copy of
It was so him.
it is the copy of him from my original timeline.
Oh, that's not good.
Yes, the crazy hillbilly Nazi dimension
Yes.
that I come from.
Yeah.
Yes, that's their guy from there.
Okay. Well, there's a question.
So he's an identical copy, other than those bracelet things.
Interesting. We're going to put a pin in who you called, and we'll put a pin in the Guardian Angel thing. So carry on.
Well, actually, speaking of Guardian Angel, before I showed up at the explosion site, right in the middle of the circle, I saw a temporal gate, I suppose, open up, and something that looked like Guardian Angel came through it.
That's what we're talking about.
Okay,
That's the copy.
there's a copy.
Well, I mean the sim of Guardian Angel from my original timeline. Yes.
Now, is it part of his consciousness or external to it?
I don't know. I haven't asked him.
Okay. I
I have no idea what the hell they're talking about.
Guardian Angel is complicated. I don't
Yeah.
fully understand it myself.
So
Apparently.
what you're saying is he caused the rift. He caused all those people to come over. The copy. He called this guy that caused the death of hundreds of people. but it's not your fault.
I'm saying there's what I asked
Not a
for,
program.
and then someone else made a decision. That someone else made that decision deliberately.
You got a gun, but you asked for a knife. The
metaphor is not accurate because I didn't pull the trigger. If I had pulled the trigger, then absolutely I could see what you were saying.
You asked for a stabbing and you got a shooting.
He asked for a
This
fly
is-
swatter and he got a sledgehammer.
That's the point I'm making. And if I'm not in the room when the sledgehammer is used,
They're just saying
I don't
you're-
feel directly responsible.
You're saying that they were going to do this anyway?
Well, that's my point. The person who did that deliberately.
He's saying their argument is you initiated the process regardless of what the result was.
Yes.
Look, if
Well,
I
right,
do,
So he admits to it.
if I do a deal with a demon, not that I would.
You
know,
did. I saw it.
If I do a deal with a demon, I'm responsible for my side of the bad things that happen from that. You can quote me on that.
Somewhat yes, but somewhat no. Because you do
How
have to
how
weigh-
no?
you-
How no? Explain me how this is not directly all of your fault.
Michaels, either arrest me
Doctor.
or don't.
Doctor, I would really. His question has merit.
The point being, if I look at what?
I think they're just looking for an apology.
No, I'm looking for amends. Amends or blood.
He did kill the Juggernaut.
No, I killed the Juggernaut.
I don't know. I'm not trying to split hairs.
He may have stopped him. I killed him. He won't come back. There will be no more of him.
Well,
Sure, no.
when you're dead.
Sure, because everybody knows that when you kill a mutant, they stay gone.
That one will.
Since you were gone.
Skepticism. In a world perhaps a little full of zombies and vampires and other dimensions, perhaps a little bit more skepticism would be in order.
So I would be curious as to how he wouldn't be responsible for yes or no on if he was the one that allegedly brokered a deal with the demon, how he might be responsible for the actions that come out of that and might not. So if you can address that, that'd be great.
Well, first of all, I didn't broker a deal.
No, he did. Allegedly.
Right, but my point being, if
I take full responsibility for everything I do.
if I say to someone, hey, here, I'm going to pay you X amount of money, and I would like you to go and slash this person's tires, and then completely of their own volition, the person that I made that deal with independently decides to go kick in the front door and kill everyone in the house, that doesn't necessarily make me a murderer because that was never my intent.
So you're arguing
It makes you an
severity.
accessory after the
Hold on.
fact.
You're arguing severity. They're arguing that it happened.
Right. What I'm saying is I regret what happened to them. That was never my intent.
However,
Fair enough.
Caesar does bring up an interesting point about accessory after the fact.
What I'm saying is you at S.H.I.E.L.D. every day do things to which there are unintended consequences.
Perhaps.
Every day.
Perhaps.
Now, if I go calling you an accessory after the fact for every unintended consequence, S.H.I.E.L.D. is done.
S.H.I.E.L.D. acts with the best interests of the homeland in its intention.
That would be the H in S.H.I.E.L.D., Strategic Homeland.
So I have a question. So what are you both looking for from the doctor here?
Tomahawk, how might the good doctor here, make amends?
Yeah. What do you say?
I need to confer with the Morlocks. It's not up to me. It's up to them.
Fine. We didn't have to come here to do that if that's what you were after.
No, I was after blood. He's the only one that stayed in my hand. So you should be thanking him.
So we're good until you talk to the Morlocks, right?
My point is that when you make decisions that destroy part of the city and kill dozens of mutants and humans and who knows what else, by accident you have to be You have to be accountable for your decisions so it doesn't happen again.
So we need to be careful from here on.
Disappearing whenever you feel like it is not going to be an option.
I have an OC thing.
Yes.
Do I by chance have a psychic in the Morlocks that I can just call out and they can, get a hold of me somehow, so that way we
Some
can
way of communicating.
resolve this without me having to leave the scene and come back? And
Oh no, you're going to have to leave the scene and come back. There is a psychic in the Morlocks for sure. And,
But he's like Quado and his
Right,
guy.
yeah.
Okay.
He's in a
Well, I didn't know if
Yeah.
I could call out and he would hear me. And then
He's like Quado, except the top part is Quado and the bottom part is the dude.
the normal guy who's like, we have to wear a large tank top. It's not my fault. Hey. Yes, there is a gentleman, and who would probably be pretty darn good at sifting through the quote-unquote intent of the young doctor here. But you're going to have to leave the scene.
and I know that, so
Oh, sure you do.
so I announced that.
So announce it.
Well, you're over flying along.
Well, hang
No,
on.
I haven't left anywhere yet.
Oh.
Can we go back into the scene because I have something to say to
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Back in the
sorry,
scene.
Go ahead.
I don't think you understand.
Make me
First of
understand.
all, I never joined this team, whatever it is.
And Michaels pulls up his cell. Oh, certainly, we got you on the list right there, sir.
I'm glad you put me on a list. I don't care about your list.
Okay, that just
In any
point out
case-
he's on the list.
I am under a time clock.
Quick question on the side note on the list thing. Should I remove you from the list then?
Could you shut up for a second?
Just
real quick.
if you could just the list thing. Should I take you off that?
Off what list?
The list of the team members.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'll
And he
sign
swipes his fingers to the right.
I'll second that.
Okay.
I didn't. I wouldn't. Who knows? Maybe it'll be good. You probably would have said that about me the first time you met me.
And Jason's like, I'd love him to be on the team. He seems like a nice guy.
That's 2 versus 1. Actually, 2 versus 2. It's not looking good.
The nanites are slowly killing me. But I don't know how long that's going to take.
This is the sound of the tiny violin.
You're very inconveniently forgetting what happened at the moment that I went off to destroy the facility, which was me saying, I need to go do this, I need to go do this, and you, mostly, getting your hero on and wanting to save every damsel in distress from here to Philadelphia before we could get around to it. Do you remember?
Do you remember
Pussy
the
control.
disaster you caused? That
Hold on.
we're trying to address right now.
Clarifying question. What are nanites?
They're itty bitty robots that he injected into his ass.
Why did you do that?
I have someone that can help.
I don't know. I don't know what the hell this is.
Would you?
I don't want anything from this group.
I have some.
I cannot be more clear about that at this point.
I have someone that can help clear this up.
As I recall, there was
Would you relent to that one person help clearing this up?
Define clearing this up.
Figuring out without any doubt your role in these matters. Matters.
My role.
Now, wasn't there? Didn't I
Regardless
get a
of
phone
how
call
you characterize
from,
it or what you say.
over my comm from
you
some
talking
kind of
about a
automated
mediator?
system authorizing
somewhat.
his?
They will
nonsense?
listen to your thoughts
Yeah.
and figure out
Oh, he wants to mind rape you.
whether or not.
Mind rape.
That doesn't sound.
It was from.
That's what they did to
Jarvis,
me.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or Caesar.
Jarvis, shut down all of the non-essential nanite systems.
I will be back.
Who the hell is Jarvis?
Scott.
Hold on. Hold that thought.
Who is Jarvis?
See what happens.
No, I'm Fenris.
Okay, he says, who's Jarvis? Does anyone respond to that at all, or do you guys just breeze right through it?
Oh,
Breeze right through it.
Whoa, no. Who the hell is Jarvis?
Dr. Wells says, I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Williams. Or, I'm sorry, I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Watt. Mr. Well, you hear yourself say, I'm sorry, Mr. Washington, but I cannot comply. Those safeguards have been removed.
for now.
Who the hell said that? What? He said that?
Yeah.
I'm so glad that I now know that S.H.I.E.L.D. put the kill switch in me.
Can somebody tell the Wolfman what the hell's
Name's
going
not on the list. Sorry.
I'm just yelling down a hall.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry.
Fine. Put my name back on the list and then tell me what you know.
Kill switch,
No.
nanites,
Name's not on the list.
fire.
No.
Yeah,
No,
it's-
that's fine.
He had a
Hey, I'm a part of the damn team. My name is on the list. I want to know something. Jesus.
Well,
I leave.
I
go
Okay.
get it.
Wait.
Where the hell are you going?
I'm levitating up as you're saying.
Where are you going?
What do you... Are you trying to get at my intent at the time? Is that what you're trying to get at?
I am trying to get someone that will figure this out and sort through.
He wants to know how
I can tell you right now what he thinks. What his
It's not
intent
about
was.
what he thinks.
Is
It's
it-
about what happened. I want this person who I trust to sift through those fragments.
If he says he doesn't give a shit about what he did and he takes no responsibility,
I didn't say that.
He did not say he didn't give it.
I will be back. I go and I get Kawadu. Because that's his name now.
Will anybody answer my little questions?
No.
oh well, his computer system that he had installed called for when Nimbus pulled his plug, it automatically routed to his military commander, which it assumed was me.
Okay. So you have an operating system that he controls? Interesting.
Not anymore, apparently.
Okay. Interesting. But now he's on the list, so now he's good.
No, he's not on the list.
Sorry. That's
He tried.
Can you put him back on the list?
And Jason looks over and goes, being on the list is kind of cool. And Michaels looks at him and goes, sorry, he asked for his name to be off the list.
Do you want to be on the list?
So far, the only thing being on the list has gotten me is nothing. It's been a net negative.
Is that a no?
Interesting.
Okay.
Well, then let's pick up one of those pins and we'll talk about the list for a moment, says Michaels. He says, well, the people on the list are currently, after their initial arrests, I guess. And he looks directly at Fenris.
You used the glue gun on me.
You got arrested?
No, I got abducted. There's a difference.
You got arrested.
I'm feeling the abduction.
Abduction.
I'm feeling the
If they would have used the glue thing on you, you would not have been happy.
The members of the list are currently on a dispensation package, we can call it, that they're helping with S.H.I.E.L.D. and S.H.I.E.L.D. related investigations, and therefore are on deferment for any potential prosecutions in the execution of those agency investigations.
We're off your books, but we do your stuff.
Precisely.
You got something going.
But since his name's not on the list, I happen to have an outstanding investigation for the death of an individual whose first or last name is Kal-El, who we're still trying to figure out how he was killed.
Can we put you back on the list just so you don't blow up?
What nationality is that?
Sounds Jewish to me.
What nationality? What?
Well, I've never heard of Mr. L.
Just let me
Oh, I have no idea.
No clue.
Sounds Greek.
But
And accessory to murder might be something that you could be prosecuted with. Now, thankfully, we've undergone your arrest,
That was a veiled threat.
as we have you in the facility currently. He arrested you when you were out there.
Don't do electric.
it's true that I didn't Mirandize.
Oh,
We can bring that up at trial.
Certainly.
You sure
Well,
arrest
then
happened.
I guess I have to go through the formalities since your name's not on the list. That you have the right to remain silent. I guess.
You have the right to have your mind scanned by a Morlock of your choice.
Okay. Put my name on your silly list.
This is like a,
Oh, do you want to be on the list then?
Yes, I'm just waiting.
This is like a
for
variant
him
of
to come back.
Schrodinger's cat.
Whatever he's coming back.
So why is it that you want on the list
So
now?
Your voice pains me.
Oh,
If I go on the list, you'll stop shooting it at me. Maybe direct it back to the...
I wouldn't count on that.
Perhaps. All right. Well, then you are part of the team. Put you back on the list.
Thank you. Yeah.
And he taps on his phone for a little while. Well, then we'll put a pin in that again. Because the statute of limitations on that particular murder is not going to go away anytime soon.
I'm going, in my head, I'm doing analysis of the bunker buster that I requested versus the low orbit ion cannon because I'm trying to figure out what the LOIC hit that the bunker buster would not have hit. Because the decision to do that was deliberate. Right? So
it certainly was.
There's something that he didn't want me to see or be able to get to. So I'm trying to overlap the two.
To stay on the team, we should try to squash this.
It'll be fine.
Agreed.
Now, what it comes down to is...
We need comm systems because we can't talk to each other.
that would be... Can we requisition some comm systems?
I've got Harry getting you something.
Oh, that's great.
Love Harry.
I'll have shaved.
Depends on if I know him or not.
All right.
Moments later, there is a general alarm that is raised, which is then shortly quelled as the item that's flying in on the radar is flying a little too erratically and too quickly to be a mechanized piece of aircraft. Oh, it's that guy again. Coming in like a missile is Tomahawk. And he's carrying someone. He flies back in, lands at the hangar, and they both walk in. The gentleman that walks in does not have another man in his chest.
Good.
He's a gangly, 5'6", sort of shorter dude, real skinny, wiry, almost bald, weird-looking mustache, and a handful of completely ruined teeth.
Meth mouth.
Have you ever done so much meth you became psychic?
Yeah.
He did, pretty much.
I land him near us, near the two of us, and I introduce him as Kuatu.
Totally different from Quato.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Quatu and Quato,
it's his-
totally different people.
It's his brother.
It's not plagiarism.
It's cousin.
It's Pelgeriasm.
Yeah, it's Pelgeriasm.
Do you, are you ready?
What is...
For what?
Explain what's happening here. Who is this man?
He's going to rifle through
I'm ready.
and figure out whether or not this can be squashed right here and right now between us.
I'll tell you what I'd like to ask. Can we expect this kind of judgment to happen again if something is standing between you and your revenge?
Okay, what are your psychic defenses?
All I have is resist emotion 40.
Okay, and what's your psyche?
75.
Okay. Okay. And he says, Quatu looks at you and goes, so, knock, knock. Will you let me in?
Well, hang on. Give me an idea of what I'm getting into here so I don't freak out. I'm going to let you do it, but what is this?
Think of your mind like a filing cabinet. I'm just going to rifle through it.
The whole thing?
Yeah. If you think of the files and would like to pull stuff out to lay on the counter before me, it'd probably be easier.
Okay.
But I can just basically rifle through the whole thing. I mean, I'm not going to go poking anywhere that, I don't want to know what you were like in the bathroom when you were 10. I really don't care about that.
Okay, so you're just looking at what the night of the event?
It's not that specific.
Okay.
It's more like, this is what we want to talk about, so we'll talk about it, as opposed to me just going in and picking up the filing cabinet, dumping it out all over the floor, and then just sort of nudging the stuff with my feet until I find what I'm looking for. It's a lot more painful for you that way. It's a lot longer for me. I get tired. I don't want to have to deal with it. Other people's minds are so,
All right, so
nobody makes sense.
give me an idea what it's going to feel like.
You ever put a finger in your nose?
Okay.
Up to the third knuckle.
Really?
Pick an orifice.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be your nose.
Mind rape.
It's not rape if you let it happen.
Okay, Michaels. If
Michaels
I-
is like, yep, on the list.
If I cooperate,
Yeah,
I'm on the list.
absolutely.
Okay.
And we don't have to shoot you with the glue gun.
I don't care about your glue gun.
You will.
Really?
Yeah.
He couldn't get out of his fur forever.
Yeah. It's like evil semen from hell. Blah.
Actually, never mind.
Oh, different.
Those are the people that man an evil pirate ship. That's all. Leave it alone.
I hope you appreciate this.
Does he do it? Rifle through?
Let's do it.
Okay, it would probably help if you ask questions and he answers them while I'm picking through what I'm picking through.
We'll have to
so-
cooperate because I don't 100% remember the exact details of that gaming session. So don't worry about it.
Who zapped the building?
Technically speaking, I don't know.
You're
Be more
lying.
specific with your question.
No, he's telling the truth. He doesn't know who actually pushed the button.
Who did you ask to do this favor for you?
Lex Luthor.
Truth. And Michael's is like, really? And he goes, that's what we thought.
I'm not aware of anything right now, right? External to myself.
Sure you are.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Next question.
Balls to you. Tomahawk.
Are you truly remorseful for killing the Morlocks?
Somewhat.
Truthful.
Your turn.
Would you do it again in the pursuit of your revenge?
Context specific.
Same context.
Same context.
Do you regret what
Quatu rolls his eyes and says, yeah, if you knew that making the call would have meant the laser thingy instead of the bunker buster,
Yeah.
would you have had him do it again?
Exactly.
No.
Are you lying?
Let me think.
Okay.
Boy, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. We ask the tough questions.
In-depth role playing. Is your character really an
See,
asshole?
everybody thinks that Marvel superheroes is just hit it with a brick until it falls over. It can get a lot deeper than that. There's moral questions here to be examined.
You get an elbow.
My answer is going to be a little bit lengthy, but here it is. No, I would not. I would look for a better option. But if I could not find a better option, I might.
I'll turn to Michael. He needs a tag.
Understood.
Are you prepared to make amends as declared by the Morlocks, the victims of your mistake?
Depends on what it is.
He is not lying. There are some things he won't do.
Okay.
So in relation to this whole revenge thing, Quatu says, who all do you really want to kill?
That's a good question, Quatu. Thank you. Gold star for you.
All of who? Who is them?
The people who ordered the death of my family, everyone who knew about it, everyone associated with it, everyone who assisted with it, all of them.
And suddenly, now you have no sensation of the world around you. The room has melted away, and you are basically standing on the white platform in the Matrix.
Okay.
When it was Neo and Morpheus, and they were just the world around them.
I literally go, guns. I need lots of guns.
And nothing happens.
Oh, 1990.
And Quatu is sitting there with you. And he goes, so, do you want to kill Guardian Angel because he wouldn't save them? Or at least not take you back? Yeah.
Right in the field.
You guys don't hear that.
It's true.
So are they just like staring at each other, just sitting there? I mean,
No. First of all, he didn't cause it. Second of all, he thinks he's doing the right thing. And I don't know how time works the way he does.
Oh. And you're back in the room. And no, they just... So.
How about people who get in your way? That delay or obstruct the campaign of revenge.
Again, context specific.
Like us.
I do not see the world of moral absolutes that you do.
How about us?
Okay.
Okay, you feel a pressure at the back of your sinuses. Like your brain's trying to push itself out through the eustacia tubes right here. Do you have a wish for harm to any of the 5 people in this room? Jason, these 3, or Michaels?
Well, I'd beat the shit out of Michaels. Definitely beat the shit out of Caesar 1. Might slap this guy around. You're cool. But I wouldn't kill anybody. What the hell? I just think you're wasting my time and you don't understand that I don't know how much of it I have.
And the pressure stops.
He needs a collar.
Yeah. We're going to get him one of those.
Jesus, man.
What? You're on the list. It'll be a nice collar. Does your collar bother you?
I don't have a collar.
I have one last question.
Exactly.
As penance, will you take up the banner of protecting the Morlocks from here on out?
That's a
In
good...
addition to whatever you have to do, the ban is nothing shall harm the Morlocks. Those 2 things, protecting them.
I'm willing to do it, but it's subordinate to my quest. In other words, if I've got a chance to take out a target with no harm to the Morlocks, but then the Morlocks need my assistance, I'm not going to prioritize them above that.
As long
That's a no.
No, he's talking about priorities. He's talking about if he'll do it. He said yes, he'll do it. That was truly the question.
As long as no more harm befalls the Morlocks because of you, and you
Knowingly.
make amends by bringing more Morlocks to the cause and protecting them. By protecting them, you are bringing more Morlocks to the cause.
Quatu shakes his head and he says, if he's given the Spider-Man choice and both are let go...
To be a threat or a menace?
No.
Oh.
The idea of, do you save the cable car full of the kiddies, or do you full of the Morlocks, or do you take the one shot that would put the hit on the guy that killed his family? He's going to pick his family at that particular moment. If he only had the one choice, he'd help the Morlocks.
If he's making promises about things that he's knowingly done, that doesn't even stop him from doing what he had already done.
What?
Well, for doing all of the same things again, the same way.
He said he
Because
would
you're
protect
not
the Morlocks.
acknowledging what I knew at the time.
I am.
Hindsight's 20/20.
I know.
I'll give him
Which is
that.
why I'm doing this.
So he said yes, he will protect the Morlocks.
We'll just have to play it by ear then.
Well, not really. And suddenly you're back in the White Room. It's just you and Quatto. So, here's what we want you to do. We're going to go right like this. I'm going to put what's called a mental block in. That if you're going to actively do something that's going to hurt the Morlocks... Knowingly.
Because I would have to know for it to take effect.
Absolutely. It won't be one of those like, I pushed a domino and that fell into a car, and then 6 cities later a Morlock got killed because a butterfly landed on it that was giant the size of Mothra. No, nothing like that. No. You'd have to go, there's a Morlock at the end of the gun that I'm holding pointing at his face. I'm going to pull the trigger now.
Right.
That you won't be able to.
Are you thinking this through?
Probably not.
Let me put this out there for your consideration.
Sure.
As soon as my enemy figures that out, they're going to surround themselves with lots of Morlocks.
No. Your enemy probably won't be able to play us like that.
I doubt it. But if you want to put it in, just understand you're taking that risk. You are potentially endangering your people once they figure that out.
And you're back outside. So tell him that.
Tell me what?
He just wanted to put in a mental block to prevent me from harming Morlock. I was agreeable to it, but I pointed out that I don't think he's thinking that through. Because what that means is, as soon as my enemy figures that out, they're going to use Morlocks as human shields, which is endangering the Morlock people.
Wonder if they already did that. Considering the Morlock home was within explosion distance of the place, perhaps they manipulated.
Well,
the
we stand
situation.
together, we fall together. So, if it's going to endanger them, then I'll just throw everything I have into it, and either it will pan out or it won't.
You're back in the White Room,
Jesus.
and he has both hands on both sides. His hands on both sides of your heads. He squeezes in, and you feel the room go concave, and that'll do us tonight for Gaming with Scott.
Yay!
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/gamingwithscott. Come on over to the website. Drop over and give us 5 stars on iTunes. We love ya. Hope your head doesn't get squished. Bye-bye.
That's it tonight for us on the Gaming with Scott podcast. You can always send us an email at gamingwscott@gmail.com or catch us on Twitter. Josh Elliott is at Asmodee369. John is at JPMGarlic. Josh Jackson is at ActionJack853. Rico is at R1C0. Or me, Scott T, at GamingWScott. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/GamingWScott. Don't forget to check out nerdsdom.com for all their reviews and other great podcasts. Remember, be the superhero you always wanted to see in the world. As always, you'll be hearing from us real soon.